It's not stealing, it's modeling, first of all. And anybody who doesn't model a process that works is a fool and is just willing to waste money.
There was a way in which you spoke about not funnel hacking, but pretty much like, looking at other ad creative and saying it in such a way where it's like, no, you're not stealing. We're not talking about stealing. We're talking about, maybe mimicking or something like that. How would you explain that to someone where it sounds a little more pleasing to the ear than what I said?
Oh, adapting. So every copywriter keeps something called a swipe file. All right. And that is because we know that coming up with a winning hook or a winning offer is rare. And in some cases, generating leads, that's easier than selling a product. But we all keep this thing called a swipe file. And a swipe file is if Joe runs an ad and I see it's crushing it, I'm going to swipe it. And then I'm going to analyze it and be like, okay, this is what he offered. This is the framework. He goes for the pain first, or he's going for the this first, or he's going, whatever he's going for first, he's going for that thing first. And then this is the dimensions he's using. I'm just going to go in and do my version of that, right? Picasso said that great artist copy and like expert artists or something like that steal. I can't remember. But the whole idea is there's a lot of benefit to be had by just observing what's already working. It doesn't mean you steal, okay? Like if somebody copies my ads, copy and paste, word for word, my exact images, I think less of that person, okay? But if somebody takes mine and they improve it, I think more of that person. I'm like, oh, that's a threat. And not because they sold mine, but because they improved it. Because I'm sleeping on my ads, right? And so real marketers, we don't have any issue with that. If you take something we do and do it better, okay, now I got to up that, right? So the reason that, and by the way, it's facebook.com/ads/library. That's how you get there. The reason that that thing is such a cool tool is because you can go and get a collection of all these ads. And if you have enough experience and you filter the right way, you can have a swipe file just right there. You don't have to like build it over time. You're like, oh, sweet, I got this whole swipe file for auto wholesaling, right? And the way you would, so I always, and I don't know how, this is how I do it. I like to look at the filters I set are videos, okay? So I like to look at video ads. I feel like a video ad brings out the more creative advertiser. So that's why I always choose that filter. And then I like active ads because, if they're not running, what's the point? So active ads. And then those are I think those are the only two presets I do. And then I just scroll and I start identifying ads that have been running for a long time. I'm like, okay, well, if they're video ads, if they are active and if they've been running for like 6 months, chances are I'm going to put them over here and then come back and look. Okay, I'm going to aggregate everything I have. I'm like, oh, these guys are offering the same thing. I bet you they don't know you can offer this too, right? And I'm going to improve it. And I'm also going to get insight into that niche that I probably didn't have before, right? I might learn about the sub niche just by looking at what they're advertising for. So it's not stealing, it's modeling, first of all. And anybody who doesn't model a process that works is a fool and is just willing to waste money. And even adapting, it's probably modeling is the better word. Adapting, I use adapting a lot for the UpHex library because that's there for you to steal effectively. But, if let's say we have a popular category, for example, solar is popular. I don't think it's going to serve you very well if you use the templates that we have in UpHex right out of the box. It's not going to serve you well because then everybody else that's using UpHex has the same ones. It's just as easy to download the ones that you like, do some research over the weekend, and then get in Canva or hire somebody off Upwork, create your own videos, write your own copy. Geez, I mean, with ChatGPT, take my ad copy and go rewrite this following the principles of breakthrough advertising and give me a short copy version and a long copy version. And then just, I mean, this whole ChatGPT thing is
correct. I was about to suggest that.
World by storm. It's just, you guys, the game is getting so much easier, but you got to know, got to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
That's fire. Thank you much. And that like, as soon as you said throw it in ChatGPT, you should have seen my smile. That's okay.
Yeah.
Here, you just hit
So,
it. Yeah.
Here's,
I was about to say, but he beat me to it. So
here's the power of a tool like ChatGPT. Not to rely on it, but to have it like superpower you. Okay. So for example, if you put in time to learn and understand what copywriting is all about, okay, or advertising is all about, and then you dictate to ChatGPT, take this ad and rewrite it utilizing the principles in breakthrough advertising. It's going to give you some stuff, and then you can read it. You can be like, okay, cool. I'm going to copy and paste this. No, instead of using Hemingway app, I'm going to say, that's great. Please rewrite that at a 4th grade reading level. It's going to give you a new version. And then you're going to be like, okay, cool. Copy and paste this, put it over here. I'm going to now, because it wrote it in paragraph form, I'm going to now take this over and make it visually appealing in Facebook. What does that mean? I need to give it some space between sentences. I need some emojis. I need to make it, come off the page a little bit, not be like, stupid and dumb looking. But when people are reading on a phone, they don't want big blocks of texts. I know that. All right. So I need to put a little bit of air, a little bit of white space in there so people will read through it quicker. And then boom, that's my ad copy, and I test it. Off I go.